Yeah.
Do you find kind of leads into, like you were saying in the book, that your first album, it was very rushed after Idol. You had to just like go and fit into like this little bit more of a mold of just what was already in place. And then now for your third album, but second album, like you're been more involved in the songwriting process. You've been more involved in like the creative aspect of it, taking your time and sort of. Do you find that like with songwriting, it's similar where you are like, this is what I was feeling at this time? Like I'll go in and try to get it out in a song, or is it similar to like journal writing?
Yeah, it is definitely in a way. Only you have to be more poetic, you know? So
Yeah.
it's hard. It's like, how do I make this sound interesting? Because the way I talk, I don't think it's not like this um, philosophical way of speaking, and it's not like super inspiring and artistic. So and that shows, unfortunately, in my songwriting. So, but it's just all about, you know, exercising that part of your brain. I mean, was I born with it? No, but it's something that I've been working on and working on more and more, and I've been getting more comfortable with writing, and it's still tough. It's hard for me to really get those words out, especially I'm such a rambler. It's hard to
No.
get a message into a few lines,
Yeah.
you know? So that's the really tough part. So a lot of what I've been doing is like we'll have conversations and talk, with the songwriters. Like we'll come up with a melody and how it feels, or with a concept. And a lot of times it's like they'll ask me questions a lot of times when we can't come up with exactly what we need to say. And so they'll be like, what's on your mind? What else do you want to say? Like, or they'll ask, okay, this is what the song's about. What's your take on that? And so we'll just start talking, and then they'll just start writing down stuff you say, and it's cool how things can work. A song can be written so many different ways, but I love it when a song is real and it comes from real ideas, real concepts, and real emotions. And it's not like every song is that way, but it'd be cool to eventually get to that point. I'm still definitely growing, and there's still songs that are submitted, that I'm not a part of writing, that I think are great, and I still believe in what the song's about. You don't have to write the song to feel like the song is for you. But I love to be able to just express myself more clearly, and be able to write my songs completely, and have a good sensible structure to them, because that way I feel like people would definitely be able to connect the most to you, because it's fully 100% from you and your ideas, your emotions, I think it'd be cool to eventually get to that point. That's one of my goals.
Are there any themes that keep coming out that you're like, I didn't realize I had so much to say about that?
I guess I like to look at things like in a universal perspective.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of funny what kind of things continue to pop up.
Like
and,
what?
Like, just like, your outtake on life. What are we really doing here? What are we trying to accomplish, trying to do? How are we trying to leave an impression on other people? And, your interaction with other people. And a lot of the ideas seem to be about me too, about just like things I think about, I guess. Just casual things. I don't know. About just like things I think about, I guess. Just casual things. I don't know. Like
Sorry, I don't mean to like
no, I'm trying to think. Like, I talk a lot about how I get fumbled and how confused I am, and it's like, what's gonna happen. I guess there's a lot of that where it's just a lot of my anticipation for the future, and the suspense that I feel for it's like, what's gonna happen next. I guess I do that a lot in my thoughts. I think about that a lot, so that comes out and shows in the songs. And there are a lot of songs that won't be used for the album, but were really great to write. And there's some, they're really fun. Some of the songs, I know that there are some songs that won't make it on the album that I love. and it's maybe someday in the future I'll get to say, hey, this is a song that I wrote a while ago, but it'd be cool to just share them with people, because they're not about being like the best pop song. They're just about telling a story, and I'm not to that point yet in my career. I'm still trying to work with the pop music and stuff, and trying to figure out what works best with you and the label and stuff, finding that middle ground so that everything works out for both sides. But
was that the story with the one that you did at the private party, the If I Could Only Be song that was that? What's the deal with that one?
So you know a lot of
oh, are you kidding? Are you kidding?
She knows.
Listen.
For better or worse.
Yeah, that was a song that
this is like an outing for me.
It's just about being true to who you are, and it's like a lot of people feel like, oh well, in order to keep going in this life, you have to be what others expect you to be, and oh, I guess I'm gonna have to impress the world.
Yeah.
But it's like, is that what's gonna give you the freedom to enjoy life and really, be happy? That's what should matter the most. It's like, is what I'm doing, worthwhile for my life, and not just my life, but for other people? Am I making a difference? It doesn't have to be this huge, I'm gonna change the whole entire world in one day. It's just, I just want to make a difference to someone. And I think that's what people need to focus on. I think you just need to think about, how can I best be useful to this in my life? And I always try to just focus on that. And I think once you find that, you'll be happy. And once you find something that you believe in and keep working towards it, as long as you're making progress, I feel like that's the thing that can make you the happiest, is when you're constantly moving forward, whether it's tough or or easy or whatever. It's just that feeling of constantly progressing. I think that's the best feeling in the world.
Did you write that one, the song?
I co-wrote it with some writers. Yeah, actually, the guy who was playing guitar, he was one of the writers, and they're so great. They're really great people, and I just really look up to them.
Do you know when the CD might come out? Do you have any idea, like, release date?
The album's planned to be released in the fall.
Okay.
They were, I'm always afraid of saying like, oh, it's gonna come out here, because then it's, because then it's like, oh, just kidding, it's coming out next year or in a few months. I'm always afraid of, I don't want to mislead people too much. So, but it's like, the plan, it was like, like late September or something like that. But I'm just always afraid of saying, yeah, it's coming here. Just kidding, it's coming here. Oh, wait, we fooled you. It's coming out later than that. I don't want people to be like, So, fall's
right. Tentative.
Yeah.
I
mean, actually, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the fall.
Okay.
Unless something happens, but,
Yeah. Can you give us like a preview of what it might sound like musically?
What it sounds like?
Like music, like what kind of music these songs will sound like? Is it more pop? Is it more
maybe like grown up than the first one?
It's pop. I mean, I didn't want to get too mature, because it's like, I'm not really this mature person. I'm not like this sophisticated, kind of guy. I mean, I love that kind of music where it's just like really deep, but I didn't want to just shock people all of a sudden and make this totally indie, mature, deep, dark album. It's like, I'm still, I like to have fun. I want to enjoy life and want other people to enjoy life too. And that's what I want music to be about. And, I still want it to be youthful and fun, but I don't want it to be too careless. I want it to have a meaning, a reason why it's in existence,
Right.
And it's tough sometimes to get it right, but I'm still working on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm moving forward, and that's that's what matters, right?
I have this grand theory that you should record a duet with Justin Bieber, and the whole
God.
internet would explode.
Oh, Justin Bieber. Oh, I don't know.
You're just trying to maximize power in one, a
I feel
central
like Twitter
power
would
location.
erupt if that happened.
Well, I don't know. I think he's busy doing his own stuff, But
Yeah.
Is there
I don't
there
know.
a top 40? I know you're like a Billboard's junkie. Is there like
Oh, yeah.
a top 40 song that you're like, oh, you hear it and you're like, why is that not mine?
No, I mean, usually a lot of the times when a song is successful, a lot of it is because of the artist who's singing it and their
Yeah.
interpretation of it.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's like, hey, you keep that song, you know. I love it for how you made it. But, you know, I love the script. I'm so happy that they've, you know, become successful here and that Break Even's doing well. I love that song.
So
and
good.
The Man Who Can't Be Moved and, you know, the rest of their album. And I think it's cool that LaRue's here too, you know.
Yeah.
That song's become huge now. I'm happy for that. I loved And for the Kill. I just love stuff when, you know, you can tell they're not doing it to say this, how can we make this song a smash? They didn't like try to make it huge and blow up into people's faces. She just made it because it's like, this is what I want to do. This is what I like in music, and this is what I'm going to show to people. And I think that's cool. You know, I like it when people keep it simple but still kind of funky and cool.
Mm-hmm.
What was this is also from videos I saw from the Private Party song. Now I'm a stalker.
Yeah.
What was up with the Desiree cover? The Gotta Be, were you just going through like 90s one hit wonders and were like, this
No,
is what I want?
that's actually one of my favorite songs.
It's a great song, but
yeah.
it's so kind of out of left field for you.
Huh?
It felt a little bit like out of left field for you, just like
Out of left field, really?
yeah, I don't know.
No, you know, it's funny because those are the kinds of songs I kind of auditioned with American Idol originally. You know, Waiting on the World to Change, and I sang some soulful songs, and
It was just on your mind. It was a song that you were like, it would be fun to do it here.
yeah, because it's one of the most influential songs to me. During Hollywood Week, that's a song I played over and over and over again.
It's very positive.
Yeah,
uplifting.
exactly. And it's like, this is what I want to do with my music. And that's just, I played that song on repeat and just remembered what music could do. And it's like, this is the kind of stuff that can happen if you just keep working hard. And you know, I think it's just a really meaningful song that makes people think differently in a good way. You know, be singing it sometime soon again. You know.
Yeah, we were like, we should come up with like a bunch of 90s songs that David Archuleta could just bring back
sure.
into the
You could do a 90s
guys.
album. You could do an
I know, I
album
should
of
do
90s.
Grooves in the
Torn,
Heart.
Tub Thumper, we were saying. Just bring
no,
Tub
I don't
Thumper
know
back.
about that song. No, what is that other song? Dang it. I can hear it. What is it? Hold on.
Are we gonna get you to sing on our show?
Do it.
Other than Happy Birthday to Me.
Not really that good. Dang it. Why can't I
I think that
see it?
Torn, that was the other one, the
Yeah.
Natalie Imbruglia
like-
song.
Oh, it's a good song.
How does it go? Do you remember who it's by?
The song that's in my head right now?
Yeah.
It was kind of groovy. I'm trying to think of it. Oh, well.
It'll come to you like in 10 minutes. You'll be like, oh my
Okay,
God, it's that
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I have to ask also.
If you have more covers, though, I'm trying to learn some more. So I'm all up for it.
We said
Gabby's
What's
our-
Up by Four Non Blondes. That would be
I
awesome.
love that song.
There you go.
You know, I think the lyrics are a little too far out there for
I
me.
don't know any of the lyrics other than the chorus.
I love that. Used to be
None.
one of my favorite songs when I was like 14.
That's like a belty song.
Yeah,
That
it's a
and
good song.
Zombie by the Cranberries. That's another like these are all my. I'm going through my karaoke playlist
I
right
know,
now.
I know that.
No.
I also wanted to ask about. I saw that David Cook wants an audiobook.
Oh yeah.
So then that idea got in my head, and I was like, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, I don't know if I should read it. Maybe I should have David Cook read it for me. I'm just kidding, but no, it'd be fun. I mean, I think it'd be cool to release a book. I know a lot of people do listen to books,
Mhm.
and I think it'd be able to just another way of reaching out to people. I think it'd be a different way of getting the book out to people and have them listen to.
You could record
have to say.
asides too, like haha, little asides or
Oh,
like
man.
different things that you
The
want to put
problem
in
is,
there.
like, I think if I read the book, I would keep stopping and like explaining things, and
I
and
would
trying
buy
to
that.
get-
I would buy like 10 copies of that.
oh no.
I think it should.
People
No, you're
do.
right. It should be like someone else reads it, and you could just do the aside.
Yeah,
So someone
yeah,
else is
I
reading
can
it, and then
help
you'll be
it.
like, oh wait, let me just tell you.
I'll give the extended. I'll make an extended edition.
Yeah.
It'll be like Lord of the Rings, like 7 hours
I know
long.
exactly. That's probably how it would turn out
Good
too.
for a car ride though. Books on tape are the
Yeah.
best for a
15
car
hours.
ride.
If you're driving across the country,
You need
get the extended version.
Uh,